It's going. Hello? Yep. Okay. Everyone having a good time?
Yeah.
You can do better than that. Everyone having a good time? I've had 2 years to write this speech, and that's the best icebreaker I've come up with. Am I embarrassing you yet? Yeah. Okay. Firstly, on behalf of Katie and myself, I'd like to welcome you all to our wedding. The fact that you're in this room as I speak means you are the most loved and cared about people in our lives, so congratulations, you made the cut. Without you, this day just wouldn't have been the same. It would have been considerably cheaper, but not the same. So, the first toast is to you guys, so cheers. A big thank you to Martin for your kind words. I can't get used to this. It is said to the groom at weddings that you not only gain a wife, but you also gain a family. This couldn't be further from the truth. From day one, Martin and Sue have made me feel part of the family. I've had my place at the sofa, and despite limited access to the remote control, I couldn't have been made to feel more welcome. So, thank you. When I first asked Kate what her parents did for a living, she said, "My dad's a lorry driver, and my mum works in a prison." My first thought was, I'm dead meat. But I soon realised I had nothing to be worried about, and they couldn't have been nicer. And to raise a daughter as beautiful and as kind as Katie, I will be forever in your debt. To my mum and dad, Keith and Wenz, a big thank you for your love and support during my life and for pointing me in the right direction. It's quite humbling to get on in life and to realise just how well you get on with your parents. And also, sadly for me, I've come to realise I'm becoming more and more like my dad every day. I think everybody who knows my mum and dad knows just how fantastic a couple they are. They can have the perfect role model, we have the perfect role models to know what a fun and loving relationship should be like. And if Katie and I can even have half as much happiness as they've had, then we'll be extremely blessed. He's going. He's gone. Both sets of parents are a massive reason why today has been able to happen. So we'd just like to present you with a small token of our thanks to show our appreciation.
Yeah, love.
I'd just like to... No, I don't work. Hello? Yeah. I'd just like to take this time to make a special toast to someone who sadly is not with us. Kate's brother-in-law, Tony. Tony was a massive part of our lives, and I know he would have loved every minute of today. So this one's to Tony. To Tony. I'd also like to say a big thank you to Michelle and Jamie. They've made me a big part of their families too, and I've been Uncle Nick to Olivia, Ella and Leo long before today, and I can't wait to watch them grow up and share many great future memories together. I would also like to make special mention to our grandparents, to my nanny and granddad Clark, and my nana. And to Kate's nanny and grandpops and nana, who unfortunately couldn't be with us today. You are very special people to us, and we love you very much. Thank you for raising our families and making Kate and I into the people we are today. We would now like to present you with a small thank you. See there. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine.
You've got it trained already now.
Yeah. Can we speed things up? You can come and get yours, Nana. To the bridesmaids, Michelle, Kim, Christina, Laura and Ruth, who I think you'll all agree today look fantastic.
Yay!
Thank you for all the help and support you've given Katie, not only today, but ever since we got engaged. Plus, judging by the hen party pictures, it looks like you gave Kate a great send-off. I was, however, slightly disturbed by the Bieber fever, which I believe Kate is still taking medication for now. So if everyone could raise their glasses and toast to me, the bridesmaids. The bridesmaids. We would also like to pay tribute to Christina for making our wedding cupcakes, which I'm sure will be appreciated later. And I also want to give praise to our flower girls, Esme, Olivia and Ella. They look adorable. They are our very special nieces and we love them very much. Now on to the rabble, ushers. Gareth, Nick, Jamie, Matt and Woody. I must say, they don't scrub up half bad. I want to say a big thank you for your efforts today. Nick for sorting the music. Matt for playing the guitar, Gareth for welcoming the guests, Jamie for helping the photographer, and Woody for giving out lollipops. And if you'd all like to come up now, we would like to give you a small present to say thank you.
Not that blow. Golly.
That's not no ashes later.
Oh, sorry.
Not yet. Your yours. That's Matt's.
Yours is one of them lollipops, isn't it?
I've been telling him that all day. I also want to say thank you to my very handsome page boy Toby. Here's a little star. Give us a wave, Toby. Good luck. Our next thank you goes to my sister Caroline and my brother-in-law Jerome. Oh yeah, sorry, Leo. Give it a chance. We're not only lucky enough to have them as our witnesses, but they also provided all the wine that is on your tables, and you'll agree that made a good trip. And now on to the main star of the day, my wife. Can I just do this now, please? And even though this has been quite a light-hearted speech so far, one thing I won't joke about is my love for Katie. And when I saw her walking down the aisle, it confirmed to me that I was the luckiest man in the world. She looks so beautiful and her dress is amazing. When it comes to talking about my wife's good points, where do I start? She's gorgeous, kind, intelligent, caring, generous, and above all, has great taste in husbands. But in all seriousness, Kate is my soulmate. And I knew from very early on in our relationship that she was the one. Our first meeting was a combination of chance and third-party influences. I was out playing pool with some of my friends in our university bar, and my friend informed me that some giggling girls were staring at me. As per usual, I was oblivious to this, and continued on with my game. Later on that night, I got a tap on the shoulder and was greeted with the classic line by Claire. Give us a wave.
Oh, yeah.
She's responsible for this everything. Here, her. My mate really fancies you. Do you have a girlfriend? I was all set to bring out the excuses when I realised the girl in question was actually a very cute little brunette who looked equally as terrified as I did. At this point, I had no idea she would eventually be my future wife. I invited her over to where we were sitting, and we spent the next few hours chatting away. Eventually, the end of the night came, and I offered to walk her home. We continued to chat as we walked off the campus, I might have been caught up in the moment as I was chatting away and I glanced to my right and Kate had gone. I then looked 15 metres back down the road and Kate was on the floor having been poleaxed by a metal post. I knew at this point she had fallen for me. And we were to be inseparable. So you'd think after several years together, Kate's instincts would have led her to know when I was about to pop the question. But no. We were in Cornwall, and my plan was simple. Get Kate to a hillside overlooking a favourite beach of mine called Damer Bay, and then pull out the ring. The day begins with Kate announcing to me that she wants to spend the day surfing. Not only did this scupper plan A, but was a logistical wetsuit nightmare. Thankfully, due to the blustery conditions, she gave up on that idea, but decided she wanted to spend the day in Newquay Town Centre instead. So we spent the day playing on the slots. All the time I'm thinking about getting to Damer Bay. So as we drove back, I said, let's stop quickly at Damer Bay. Kate's like, if we must. We get to the car park, £5. Kate's like, I'm not paying £5 to look at a beach. Things are going pear-shaped. I said, it's fine, I'll pay. So we park up. Kate then starts moaning that she's cold and needs a hot chocolate. At this point, I'm scanning the cliff top for A, somewhere to make my proposal, or B, somewhere to push Kate off from. So we go get Kate a hot chocolate, and I finally convince her to walk up the hill to overlook the beach. We stop at the perfect location, I take a seat. She then proceeds to start jumping down a sandy dune so she can go stroke a dog or something. After 5 minutes, she eventually climbs back up and takes a seat beside me. By this point, I'm starting to doubt my intentions. But I eventually plucked up the courage, and she said yes, and the rest is history. Thankfully, I wouldn't want Kate any other way. She means everything to me, and I know we are going to have the perfect life together. I also have to mention the incredible efforts and lengths Kate has gone to make this day possible. Her devotion, attention to detail, and sheer perseverance is beyond words. So if you could all raise your glasses and with me toast my beautiful wife to Katie. Katie. Okay, last, and by all means least, my best man, Ash. Can I start by saying, I think you'll all agree, doesn't Ash look beautiful today? I've known Ash since I was about 12 years old, and I've always seen him as a bit of a guardian angel figure in my life. He's always been there for me over the years, and he saved my bacon on numerous occasions that I have no doubt he was about to reveal in a minute. I also have to say a big thank you to Ash for not only helping with proceedings today, but also for arranging my stag do's. I came back from both alive, with my dignity intact, and most importantly, with both eyebrows still attached. So I can't ask any more than that. It's a bit of a running joke on our football team that the only person I pass to is Ash. And the only person he passes to is me. Firstly, the reason for this is there's a good chance I might actually get the ball back. And secondly, I know I can always rely on him. So with that in mind, we would just like to give Ash a small token of our appreciation.
One you give him 2 copies.
Yeah. I missed it out, but I have to give Leo special praise because he's actually the cutest kid in this room. And one last thing before I pass over to my best man. Ash is known to like a few too many drinks, and his memory can go a bit astray. So Mum and Dad, please take everything he says with a pinch of salt. So cheers, and enjoy the rest of your evening.